Sound is one of the oldest and most sacred languages of the universe. You know, before words, there was vibration, a frequency that shaped matter, emotions, and consciousness itself. You know, in spirituality, sound is not just something you hear, it is something you feel. A resonance that opens inner and outer portals. You know, across ancient cultures, or let me just narrow it down to our country, the Luo community, they use sound as a gateway to connect with higher realms, to summon ancestral energies, and to even align collective consciousness under a shared vibration. A good example is any Gor Mahia match or anywhere where there's supporters of Gor. I'm telling you, they have this thing they call Juogi, you know, and they use sound to tap into it. In its purest form, sound is energy in motion. It bridges the physical and metaphysical by altering states of awareness and expanding perception. When used intentionally, either through chants, through songs, through drums, or even through sacred speech, sound reorganizes both the environment and the body's internal frequencies. You know, the Luo community's invocation of Juogi through rhythm and sound is a perfect example of this. You know, the drums, the songs, and even the shangwes and the remos. What are they called in English? Is it ululation? Ululation. Ululation. I think so. Can't remember. Let me just go with the shangwe and the remos. They do not just entertain. They call. You know, they summon energy. They awaken ancestral spirits. And most importantly, they synchronize everyone present into one powerful, unified vibration. You know, when sound is produced, with intention, it bypasses the analytical mind and penetrates the subconscious. You know, it reprograms emotional energy, clearing blockages and activating dormant potential. Whether it's the chanting, the drumming, the songs, the purpose remains the same: to create resonance that aligns the human spirit with divine frequency. You know, psychologically, sound influences the nervous system and brainwave patterns. Certain frequencies can induce trance-like states, enhancing focus, creativity, and even connection to intuition. You know, drumming at a steady rhythm, for example, synchronizes brain hemispheres, something that is known as entrainment. I think it's called entrainment. You people should go and check that out. You know, this state blurs the boundary between conscious and subconscious, allowing access to deeper levels of insight and power. You know, sound therapy today borrows from these ancient practices, proving how vibrational harmony affects emotional and mental healing. Spiritually, sound is creation itself, the word that brought existence into being. Every realm, whether seen or unseen, vibrates with its unique sound signature. When you chant, when you sing, or even play with awareness, you're not merely producing noise. You're communing with frequencies that exist beyond the physical. You know, Sound becomes a vehicle, one that carry prayers, summon forces, transmit blessings, and even unite souls under a shared pact of energy. You know, in short, sound is more than expression. It is access. It is the bridge between the seen and unseen, the inner and the outer, the self and the collective. You know, when used consciously, it amplifies spiritual energy. It awakens ancestral power and it aligns intention with vibration. You know, in traditions now, like the Luo's invocation of that Juogi, we are reminded that sound is not just heard, it is lived, it is felt, you know, and it is remembered by the soul. My people heal. Heal.